B8. Regardless of.
어도소스, howtostudykorean.com.
Below is a list of vocabularies to be used in this lesson. Nouns.
정원,
Means garden.
새끼,
Means baby animals.
어미,
Means mother for animals.
반값,
Means half price.
승패,
Means the outcome of a game, a win or loss.
개별,
Means individual lie.
건축,
Means architecture.
건축가,
Means architect.
강가,
Means area around the river.
막내,
Means youngest person in the family or group of people.
마법사,
Means witch.
동굴,
Means cave.
보석,
Means jewel.
수레,
Means cart.
태풍,
Means typhoon.
박람회,
Means fair, exhibition.
호수,
Means lake.
호숫가,
Means area around the lake.
매력,
Means charm. Verbs.
구입하다,
Means to purchase.
교환하다,
Means to exchange.
면담하다,
Means to talk face to face, to interview.
미루다,
Means to delay.
안다,
Means to hug. Adjectives.
달콤하다,
Means to be sweet.
창피하다,
Means to be ashamed. Adverbs and other words.
미리,
Means in advance beforehand.
1대1로,
Means one-on-one.
정기적으로,
Means regularly. Introduction. In this lesson, you will learn how to use
어도,
to connect two clauses. You will also learn about adding this to
그렇다,
make,
그래도,
and about the word.
아무리,
Let's get started. Regardless of,
어도,
by adding
어도,
to the stem of a word at the end of one clause. The second clause is expected to occur regardless of what happens in the first clause. For example,
밥이 있어도 저는 안 먹을 거예요.
regardless of if there is food rice, I am not going to eat. Notice here that the clause with
어도,
attached is a supposition. That is, it is uncertain if that clause will occur or not. The use of
어도,
indicates that the second clause will occur regardless of if the first clause happens or not. I would like to take a moment to describe how this sentence differs from one that uses
지만,
which you learned in the previous lesson. When
지만,
is added to a clause, that clause is already a fact or already was a fact, or already will be a fact. The clause that follows
지만,
is a statement that opposes this already accepted known fact. For example, in the following sentence,
밥이 있지만 저는 안 먹을 거예요.
even though there is food rice, I am not going to eat. The common translation for
어도,
is regardless of if. Below are many examples.
태풍이 와도 내일 박람회에 가야 돼요.
Regardless of if the typhoon comes tomorrow, we have to go to the trade show fair.
보석을 그 동굴에 숨겨도 사람들이 찾을 거예요.
Regardless of if you hide a jewel in that cave, people are going to find it.
내가 건축가가 되어도 손으로 건물을 짓지 않을 거야.
Regardless of if you become an architect, you won't be building buildings with your hands.
그랑 1대1로 면담하려고 해봐도 그는 말을 안 할 거예요.
Regardless of if you try to talk with him, face to face, he won't say anything.
그 제품을 반값으로 줘도 저는 안 살 거예요.
Regardless of if you give me that product at half price, I'm not going to buy it.
모두 호수에서 수영해도 저는 안 들어가요.
Regardless of if everyone goes swimming in the lake, I am not going in.
어미를 찾아도 이미 고양이 새끼가 다 죽었어요.
Regardless of if you find the mother, the baby cats, kittens, all died.
달콤한 치킨을 안 좋아해도 이것을 한번 먹어봐야 돼요.
Regardless of if you don't like sweet chicken, you have to try this.
그 정원이 아름다워도 내일 그 장소에서 건물을 지을 거예요.
Regardless of how beautiful the garden is, tomorrow we need to build a building in that place. The fact that the first clause of this sentence is a supposition, that is uncertain to occur, allows question words to be used in these types of sentences. For example,
내가 어디 가도 나는 가고 싶지 않아.
regardless of where you are going, I don't want to go. Notice the difference in sentences with
지만,
in these cases. Remember, When using
지만,
the first clause is already some accepted known fact. This means that a question word cannot be used in these types of sentences. Notice how the following is unnatural.
내가 어디 가지만 나는 가고 싶지 않아.
Here are other examples of other question words being used with.
우리 엄마가 무엇을 사도 산 다음 날에 항상 교환해요.
Regardless of what my mother buys, she always exchanges it the day after buying it.
이 제품을 언제 구입해도 그 가격을 내야 돼요.
Regardless of when you purchase this product, you have to pay that price.
공연을 언제 해도 사람들이 안 올 거예요.
Regardless of when you do the performance, people won't come. The word
아무리,
usually replaces.
얼마나,
In these types of sentences that describe how much something is done. For example,
내가 나를 아무리 사랑해도 우리는 헤어져야 돼.
regardless of how much you love me, we need to break up.
애기를 안으려고 아무리 노력해도 애기가 나를 안고 싶지 않은 것 같이 보여요.
Regardless of how much I try to hug the baby, it looks like the baby doesn't want to hug me, comma, tilde. Can also be attached to adjectives as well. For example,
여자들이 예뻐도 똑똑하지 않으면 매력이 없어요.
regardless of how pretty girls are, if they are not smart, they have no charm.
강가가 멀어도 우리는 거기 내일 가야 돼요.
Regardless of if the area around the river is far, we have to go there tomorrow.
그 일이 급해도 저는 오늘 그것을 할 수 없어요.
Regardless of if that task is urgent, I can't do it today, tilde. Can also be attached to
이다,
when added to.
이다,
It follows the same pattern that we saw when adding
어서,
to.
이다,
In lesson 37,
어도,
can be attached directly to the stem of.
이다.
For example,
남자이어도 사람이어도,
or the
어,
can be changed to.
라,
For example,
남자이라도 사람이라도,
if the noun ends in a vowel,
이,
can merge with the addition. For example,
남자여도,
notice that
이,
and merge to.
남자라도,
Notice that
이,
and
라,
merge to.
라 그 남자가 마법사라도 그 문을 열 수 없을 거예요.
Regardless of if that man is a magician, he is not going to be able to open that door.
그 사람이 내 엄마여도 나는 그녀와 말을 안 할 거야.
Regardless of if that person is your mother, I'm not going to talk to her.
그 일을 하는 사람이 누구라도 창피할 거예요.
Regardless of who does this job, they will be embarrassed. Full stop. Full stop.
아무리,
The word
아무리,
has two usages. Earlier in the lesson, you learned that it can replace
얼마나,
in sentences with.
어도,
It is also a word that is put in sentences to allow the listener to expect what the speaker will say and provide feeling. In lesson 43, you learned that
만약,
is used in sentences where there is a supposition or assumption being made, where
만약,
is often used in sentences with,
으면, 아무리,
is often used in sentences with.
어도,
In this usage,
아무리,
is used in sentences for feeling to let the listener reader know that
어도,
is coming later in the sentence. For example,
아무리 그 제품을 반값으로 줘도 저는 안 살 거예요.
regardless of if you give me that product at half price, I'm not going to buy it.
그래도,
In lesson 23, you learned that the meaning of the word
그렇다,
is close to the meaning of like that by adding
어도,
to.
그렇다,
You can create.
그래도,
When some situation is being talked about, you can use
그래도,
to say regardless of if that situation occurs. The common translation of
그래도,
is simply regardless or it doesn't matter. For example, person 1.
같이 가자. 사람이 많을 거야.
Let's go together. There will be so many people. Person 2.
그래도 가기 싫어요.
Regardless, I'm not going. Person 1.
선생님, 배가 좀 아파요.
Teacher, my stomach is a little sore. Person 2.
그래도 수업에 와야 돼.
Regardless, you have to come to class. That's it. For more info, please visit howtostudykorean.com.